What is going on, dudes and dudettes? This is the Weenus from Reddit Viper with another war recap video. It's been a little bit of a hiatus since I made my last video, but now I do have a little bit more time on my hands with no longer farming. Going the whole Max Town Hall 9 wars is fun, but it also means that there's not really much to do outside of war. So I'll just make some videos for a while, try to keep us entertained in that manner. Maybe we can draw a few more people to our clan, which is winning wars. Well, I'll go ahead and show you our last war recap. Nothing glamorous to really show you. The clan was a level 9 clan called HelpandSupport, but they did not do much helping or supporting with 52 unused attacks. So I'll go and show you what we did to their bases. It was actually kind of an off war for us. They came out and we're thinking it was going to be a tough war because they have all anti 3-star bases, really, really solid setups on their bases. Something unlike we hadn't seen before, but we're always really happy to get some bases that are going to be challenging to attack instead of the, kind of standard symmetrical fare that you tend to run into with the GoWipe clans. So we 2-starred all their 10 on 10s and 3-star one of them, except for this little guy. We just never really could get it going with number 3. Didn't even get a star on it. Swiss T, he had quite the war. It's like he 0 stars, 3 stars. But anyway, we had some trouble here in the middle with the Town Hall 9s. 4 or 5 that we just didn't get 3-star, which is kind of disappointing. But we learned from our mistakes. They actually had all dragons in their clan castles, which with the meta of Clash of Clans or Wars, you really don't see that too much anymore. It's mostly hounds or even people going back to ground units and numbers to combat, the poison spells. But they gave us a little trouble with our mostly ground-based attacks, especially with the way their traps are laid out as well. I'll kind of show you an example here. This is one of their top Town Hall 9s, and you're seeing bases that are really spread out with traps that are cleverly placed, lots of available places they could be. But Smash managed to 3-star this on a first attack 3-star, which I thought was really awesome because usually it takes somebody to go and find the traps for you before you're able to easily 3-star. But just kind of looking at it, there's a few potential spots for our double giant bombs, which is the first thing we generally look at when we're trying to, scout out a base. Generally, we're going to want to use golems, hogs, and valkyries in some form or combination, if possible, just so it's a little bit more reliable than air. But right here and right here seem like the most logical places to be. Central in the base, not easy to get a kill squad going in that direction, as well as being between 2 defenses. Some other spots you could potentially see one would be right here, or maybe, a Tesla pop is sitting in one of these spots right here with a double on either side, or maybe in this spot right here. Although this and this are probably a little bit less likely. I don't actually remember where the bombs are even after watching this attack, but Smash doesn't know, so we're going to pretend like we don't know and see what he's going to do here. He's coming at it with a queen walk, and what's special about this queen walk, not really attempting to go around the base. He knows he needs to get toward the center to knock out either one of those double giant bomb sets. And with your queen walk, you want to accomplish either a queen kill, a double giant bomb set elimination, or a CC kill. And 2 out of 3 would probably make the queen walk worth it. So he's going to just straight up queen charge, I guess you would call it, the bottom here, the bottom bottom left, and try to come up and take out one of these bottom parts of where we expect the double giant bombs to be, which is pretty far to go. But if you look, there's not really many point defenses around here. I mean, 4 healers on a level 31 queen is going to have no problem taking out, 2 archer towers and a cannon. That's really only the point defenses in this entire region. It's really heavily skewed toward this side, especially this little queen compartment with 4, maybe 5 point defenses in the general vicinity. So he's just going to come in here. I'll kind of do it fast forward a little bit because this queen walk takes so long. With the extra time, you really got to use it but for replay videos, they get a little bit stagnant. So creates his funnel. Then wall breaks are in. Kind of uses 2 hogs to take out a defense as well as draw out the CC. So if you're going to use a queen walk and you have an opportunity to bring out the CC and let her take it out, you might as well. Let me slow this down a little bit. He actually, that dragon went for his healers. He had to really think fast for to save those healers. That would have been a disaster right off the bat. So at the top, with his kill squad, and he's chosen to use a healer on his golem. And the reason is 1 healer and 1 golem is less troop space than 2 golems. And there's no air defense anywhere in the vicinity of this little area where he's going to be dropping it. So he's saying, well, why don't I save some troop space and use it in the back end with hogs and just use 1 golem with a healer. And that healer actually ends up lasting the entire attack. Was a really good investment on his part. Queen's still doing what she's doing. She's actually taking down that cannon, which is the bottom part we expect to be a double giant bomb. And she's taking out, it turns out there was a double giant bomb right there. So very final part of his attack, just bringing in some back end hogs. He's got 2 heals for him, which is more than enough. Man, those Valks just really tear apart a base when they get going. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward that. So that was a great attack smash. Taking the base piecemeal, having specific goals you're going to do with each little subgroup. The queen walk to take out double giant bombs and really about 1/3 of the base. The modified, golems and Valks kill squad to take out the queen. And then the hogs take out the 1/3 of the base there. The next attack I wanted to show you, just to mix it up from ground back to air, is a max attack. And just looking at this base, you can see this big squished up pile of walls, right in this region is kind of asking for an earthquake. And because there's 2 defenses in that region and the queen, a kill squad in there, you're not going to have to invest too many troop space in order to do a lot of damage, crippling the base airwise. If you can get a couple Teslas or maybe that 1 expo that's pointed up, it'd be a really viable option. And you're getting a sweeper too from that angle. So that's what he decides to do. The strategy behind the max attack, in case anybody doesn't realize it, is you're using earthquakes, but just a really big spell investment, I guess you would call it, in order to take out some 2 air defenses in the queen. You don't invest a lot of troops, but you use usually, traditionally a heal, a rage, and 4 earthquakes all on your front end with, a couple golems and a few wizards and your heroes. You can see there he actually ended up popping 2 Teslas, which is going to take a chunk out of his kill squad, but taking those Teslas down is going to make the air part of this attack really easy. You can see he gets a little bit unlucky here. This queen messes with stuff out here, and he ends up leaving an air defense. But Texas, he's from Texas. He always brings extra firepower, so he's not worried about missing an air defense. He's just going to power through it. So starts his La Looney part here, being really patient, simply because your kill squad is still tanking. There's no need to get ahead of yourself and lose your tanks. See, he's still even got 4 loons in the hole here that he's kind of dropping in on distracted defenses. So last air defense goes down on this side, and we're still kind of left here wondering. It's like, well, if I gotten that air defense, it would be a slam dunk, but let's see. Last town goes down. It's going to be close. Looks like he would have had enough loons to get that, but look at this. Queen comes down on her last life, grabs the airs, and a 3-star is secured. Nice job, Texas. That was a picture-perfect max attack. Gotta watch it to the bitter end, man. Gotta enjoy that. And our last attack we're going to show today was by Rahul. And this is kind of a really similar base to the one that Smash showed earlier. It might even be identical outside of a few defenses placed different places. He just kind of came at it in a different way, more traditional use of hogs. You're using 25 and there's no Valks or anything like that. But look what he does. He sees what Smash did using a golem and healer in his kill squad. He comes in with giants. I thought, he actually lures. Sorry, he lures the CC first with 3 hogs. It's not a bad trade to get that bomb right there, the double bomb set. We're assuming it's going to be a double bomb set to get the CC lure and a double poison on it. It's a pretty good trade right there. I will fast forward through the double poison because it is extremely long. All right, there we go. So we got our giants coming down with 3 healers on them. And then we're going to create a funnel. But it's just really, if you're this far away from your air defense, up in your tanks is something you really should consider. It saves you a lot of troop space in the long run, especially if the healers manage to survive long into the attack and heal your DPS units along with them. So we've got all headed to where we expect the double giant bombs to be. He's actually eliminated one set, but he's hoping these giants might trip up set. So assuming he has got it, fake one. Oh man, where's that double giant bomb set? See how long these healers are taking? It's just ridiculous. There's that double giant bomb set. And because he has so much of the base already destroyed and a plan for this Tesla farm down here, this base is already pretty much destroyed. You can see he's got several hogs left, even in his pocket still here, and a heal space. So if you really come at these bases with a plan to attack it, just have a plan for each particular part, the double bomb sets, the queen compartment, and then either a Tesla farm or the main part of the DPS, you can really dismantle these bases, these anti-3-star bases that are really spread out, which is I think these guys did a really good job of. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry I was a little rusty. Hey, loot cart. Anyway, see you next time.